This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA-Holes!
No way.
From the Sunosi 1K studios of Arizona, Devin Clark versus William Knight, live pre-fight debate. UFC 273 Fight Week. The MMA-Holes are taking it to an exciting show. Let's go with the MMA-Holes!
Wonderful, wonderful.
Welcome, friends, to the MMA-Holes live stream. We're here. We're wonderful.
Wonderful.
We have a fantastic show for you tonight. It is UFC 273 Fight Week. We're going to be discussing the fights, two title fights. Khamzat Chimaev coming back against Gilbert Burns. All that fun stuff is happening on Saturday. It's good to have the UFC back in the mix. But I got something special for you tonight. Tonight, we are doing something that we've never done on this show before. We've had these two guests on the show before, but now they're fighting each other. And I feel like the MMA-Holes put this fight together. We've been saying, hey, this makes sense. This makes sense. It's at heavyweight. It's going to be a bonkers fight on April 16th. I am fired up. I don't know where it sits on the card, but this is my main event, and this is the MMA-Holes main event. So I want everyone to get crazy in the chat, because tonight I'm going to take you to a room that you've never seen before. I'm going to dazzle you. I'm going to delight you with this room as I bring you into the pre-fight battle room over here. I worked 5 minutes on this last night, so I demand you hit the like button right now. I stayed up all night doing it. Okay? In this screen will be a fighter. In this screen will be a fighter as well. UFC is going down on April 16th. They have a main event of Belal Muhammad versus Vicente Luque. It's horseshit, that fight. This fight should be the main event. This fight over here between William Knight and Devin Clark. I'm going to bring to you guys our first fighter that's going to join the show. His name is the Nightmare. His name is William Knight.
What's up?
Welcome back to the show, Mr. William Knight. You're looking wonderful, wonderful. How you feeling tonight?
Feeling nice, man. Feeling nice.
That's good. We have a live chat underneath. Feel free to chat away as William Knight is here. Now let's bring our next guest. We have the 11-3-0 fighter over here, William Knight, a man who is scary good and scary fun to watch. This man's coming in thick at heavyweight. William Knight, heavyweight. Are you delighted to be able to eat and bulk up for this fight?
I mean, it's an aspect of my laziness. Like, I take full responsibility on it because I was told that all the fight cards were full, so I was just eating, bulk up a little bit to cut back down, and then I was called, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yo, I can make down a certain weight, but it's gonna be the same predicament last time.
Excuse me one second, like, William Knight.
Can we get William Knight to do this show in a thong? I wanna see that big buff ass. William got a big ass booty bra, triumphant face.
Now that was supposed to be paused. I was supposed to pause that, but Glove Touch came through, and he wants to see you in a thong. Perhaps put one on or no?
Nah, bro.
No. Okay.
Y'all are fucking crazy.
Okay, so no thong. All right. We had to try, though. I mean, why not? Perhaps our next guest. Yes.
Y'all trying to get me killed. That's
Maybe a Venom thong, perhaps? Would you like to jump in a Venom thong? No?
Are you trying to get me killed, bro? You realize we might be fighters, but our females are the bigger fighters, bro.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. That was supposed to be paused. I can't believe that played. Next guest coming on the show, the 12-6-0 fighter, another friend of the show, Mr. Devin Clark. Welcome to the program, Devin Clark.
Yo.
Hey, Devin, how you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good. How are you?
Hey, I'm wonderful over
Wonderful.
here. It's a pleasure to have you on the show. Back on the show, Devin Clark. Got to ask you really quick, have you changed gyms? Are you with Jackson Wink still?
No, I'm in Denver with Team Elevation.
Team Elevation. Okay,
Yeah.
let me get this out of the way. Did you leave because John Jones is gone too?
Not necessarily. That had a little bit to do with it, but it was more, my deal and just needing to have a change.
And this Elevation gym, I mean, you're going from one fantastic gym to another. Elevation's got some killers over there as well. Do you feel that your game is getting all tuned up and are we going to see a different Devin Clark April 16th?
Absolutely. We've been focusing on a lot of different stuff that I haven't really focused on before, and it's all basics and simple stuff. So
there you go. Good. All right. Well, listen, Devin, it's a pleasure to have you back on. It's a pleasure to have William back on over here.
Thanks.
This fight shocked me and excited me when I heard about this thing. Who found out first between the two of you?
I don't even know. I was supposed to fight a Russian. Then he had visa issues. So, William Knight will do it.
Okay. And when you heard, when you heard that William Knight was going to fill in, were you excited to fight a big muscular man like this?
Oh, always. That's my dream. You know that.
Okay. All right, good. Yeah, I mean, that's all our dreams. In the chat, let me know if that's your dream as well. Now, you do have a tough opponent, William Knight, over here. William Knight, when you got the call, were you like, hell yeah, man, Devin Clark? Did you know who Devin Clark was?
Yo, when he fought Menenfield, I said I was going to have to fight both of them. And I fought Menenfield first. And then I thought I was going to fight him sooner after he fought, I believe, Anthony Smith. But then it didn't happen. And then he fought someone else, the other guy who calls himself Hulk, Aya, or whatever his name. And I wanted to fight him. And then those two matched up. And I'm like, damn, I wanted to fight that dude. And then I was just like, all right, then maybe my next fight might be Ryan Spann. And then they called me in the gym. I was lifting last week, and they gave me the name. And they said if I can make weight, I was like, yo, y'all told me that I wasn't going to have a fight right now because it's all full until July. And I'm like, the only way this is going to happen is if you guys ask him if he can go in as his walk-around weight, because we're going to cut down anyways just to rehydrate, and it makes sense. And then I was waiting, and then he took it. So I'm like, yes, somebody else who's not a bitch.
Not a bitch. No bitch here.
Devin, so you take this at heavyweight. When they tell you heavyweight, what did you think? You got excited, or were you like, okay?
I didn't think it was too big of a deal. I was already cutting down to 205, but I wasn't too close yet. I figured he's probably 230, 240. I don't know. So I'm 230 right now. It'll be a good fight.
Wow, you're walking out 230. Is that now? That's your thighs, right? I mean, your thighs are the size of tree trunks.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. See, I'm a little salty. I didn't get the thong question. I'm usually known for the legs.
So, all right, Devin, would you like to put on a thong now for the audience?
I mean, no, I won't.
All right. If you just jump. We have Devin Clark here, if you're just jumping in, and William Knight. They're fighting each other April 16th. A lot of hostility. You could cut the tension with a knife right now. I mean, it is crazy. I mean, Devin Clark in the thong, William Knight in the thong. Let me know in the chat which one you'd rather see right now over here. Devin, a lot of people, when this fight was made, I'm going to be very blunt right now, they're saying this is not fair for Devin. This is not fair. They're saying that you're taking this fight. This favors this guy over here. What are your thoughts on that?
They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know how much weight we actually cut to get to 206. When I show up to fight week, I'm 218, 220. And so we're 2 weeks ahead right now, and we got the call last week. So I didn't start my taper quite yet. So yeah, still good. Yeah, I think it's a fair fight for sure.
I mean, and both of you guys have the grappling experience, the wrestling as well. Is this going to be a grappling match? William Knight, what do we say?
Yeah, it's gonna. I know for a fact that this man, he doesn't go down easily. So it's gonna be a fucking grind. I love grind fights. I love it. It's gonna be a grind, yo. I don't take easy fights, bro. I don't take easy fights. It has to be a stop to that shit. Like, oh, this guy is this and this, and he's gonna be nah. Even with the Fabio situation, they said boxer versus Thai fighter. They say my striking was garbage. I'm like, all right, we're gonna see, because I never got to use my striking before because it never got that far.
And what do you?
Then it was like,
no, go ahead,
huh?
continue.
Then it was like the aspect of, oh damn, you knocked him out in the first round. We didn't get to see anything. I'm like, yo, I abandoned wrestling and grappling for 5 years to learn Muay Thai. I abandoned it. Like, if it came up to a tournament or anything, I would do it so I wasn't rusty. But in that striking aspect, it was just Muay Thai tournaments, Muay Thai events, Muay Thai like fucking seminars, the whole nine. It was just all striking because I went in as a wrestler, and as a wrestler, I progressed. I went into the jiu-jitsu world. I was submitting black belts as a wrestler. So I'm like, yo, my grappling's straight. I got to work on my footwork and my striking.
There you go. And my wife, by the way, who is my co-host, she's with baby right now, but she keeps on saying, William, he's tired. Like everyone else, and I'm yelling at her. We've seen this guy in the third round throwing flying knees, the whole deal. In this fight over here, going in at heavyweight, what's the cardio going to be like in this thing?
I train at the weight. So I train at 230. Like, when you're training at this weight, it's different. Then you got to fucking expel all that shit out your body. It's like, damn, you're not used to it. Then you got to fucking fixuate and put it back. It's like, people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, it was different in that aspect because I cut 27 pounds and I still made 218 and I still had 12 pounds to go. That's how short notice that last fight I had was. And I'm like, yo, dudes don't even realize, like, cut 27 fucking pounds in 12 hours and then my body shut down. I sat in a sauna for 30 minutes and didn't even break a sweat.
There you go.
Sprinting and running, didn't break a sweat. And all I could feel was a crazy pain in my stomach. And then I'm being told that my kidneys were shutting down. And I'm like, yo, I still want to fight. Is there a way to fight? And they let me fight. And my concern in the cage was to pace myself because I truly believe one body shot, I would have been fucked.
Interesting. And now, Devin, hearing this over here, you got a guy. Are you treating this man like a feral animal because he needs a win here coming up? Like, everyone was shitting on him after that last fight over there, but he took it on short notice. He missed weight the whole deal. Everyone's giving him hell. So you got to think there's going to be a real nightmare coming at you on the 16th. Is there any way that? How do you handle something like this?
I don't go into any fight expecting anything, else. Every guy you get in there with is trying to kill you, trying to rip your head off, trying to knock your head off. They're not all as big as him, with the muscles as him, but that shit don't matter to me. It's a fight, and I know he's coming to fight. He knows I'm coming to fight, so it's going to be a hell of a fight. It's going to be a really good fight, and both of us need to win for sure. This is my last fight on my contract. I for sure need to fucking win, so he knows I'm coming.
Wow. I did not know that. So, and Devin, you fought like some of these top guys. It's kind of crazy who they threw at you. And if you're not fighting one of the top guys, they're throwing you a prospect that everyone's high on as well. So they never give you an easy fight coming over here. Is there an extra chip on your shoulder? I mean, the contract fight here, is there more weight on your shoulders, or is it going to be an extra hunger in this fight?
Every fight, there's hunger in every fight, especially when you can get hurt in there. And I got a daughter, I got a wife. I want to go home to them in one piece. Doesn't always happen. Sometimes I get fucked up, which that's all right. It's part of the sport. We're going into the fight. It's gonna be a great fight.
And the last fight, you healed up well from the Kuti Laba because there was a lot going on there. So what happened with the jaw?
Got my teeth. No, it wasn't the jaw. It was three of my bottom teeth, and the gum line got pushed back over my tongue. But like afterwards in the ER, the little dentist, she was able to she took her two fingers and just popped it back into place, then wired it, anchored to the other ones.
God, that sounds horrific. I saw the pictures. Nuts. Actually, it was so horrific we put it on a thumbnail. We were like, we got to capitalize on this. I mean, that was crazy. So you feel 100% now recovered?
Yeah, they're all good. They're all good.
So, William, what do you think about this? You see this happen, or you hear about this happen. The pictures are horrific. He comes back, bounces back, and the toughness. I don't know if you got the chance to see. Did you see his last fight?
No, I seen the one with Menenfield. That was like it because I knew I had to fight two of them, so I got to see it. I try not to watch like everybody fight because, to be honest, yo, everyone say, "Oh, he's a wrestler, he's this that." The man's about to come with new tools. If you don't evolve in this fucking sport, you're fucking useless, and that's how I believe. So it's not my job to study no tape or to study nobody or watch no one because they're gonna change every fucking fight. The same with me. Oh, you this and that, and the third, he's just this and that, and I show them everything.
Now, this is pretty interesting hearing from both of you guys. A lot of respect going back and forth. And I personally, as a fan, just consuming this sport, I've noticed that press conferences, in some cases, not in all cases, you can learn something from your opponent. You can actually get knowledge. You can get in your opponent's head before the fight. So right now in this situation, with you guys both being cordial, is there anything that you're pulling from the other person right now just by looking into the camera? We're going to start with Devin.
There's always a little bit. You can't tell your whole story and exactly what you're thinking. But right now I'm being pretty honest, and this is just raw facts right here, what we're talking about. Yeah, nothing to really hide right now.
Devin, I'm going to ask you a question here. Do you think William Knight is a good fighter?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's in the UFC, yeah.
Very 1 out of 10. 10 being the best fighter in the world, 1 being the worst. What number would you give him?
I don't know, I've trained with the best, so I haven't fought him yet, though. I don't know.
Okay. There you go.
We'll find out.
Okay. And William, same question goes to you. Just from the minimum that you've seen, the Menenfield fight, you guys both went decisions. What would you say about Devin Clark, 10 being the best fighter, 1 being the worst?
He's the type of fighter I want to fight. Truthfully, I'll give him like a 9. He can withstand shit. He's always pressing forward. He's not afraid to get hit. He's always just grinding. I like those fights. I fought Menenfield in my last fight, and they were just sitting back, being scared. Like, yo, we're in here to bang, yo. They cost me my fight bonus, bro. Like, if we not banging and fucking grinding to get that bonus, yo, the fuck you in here for? So with him, I'm not gonna sleep on him, yo. This man is in the same boat as me, and at the end of the day, hunger is hunger, bro. Hunger is hunger. It's not even the aspect of respect. I speak facts. He's gonna come for my head. I'm coming for his head.
Adds another dynamic to this thing, knowing last fight of a contract, correct? And William, how many fights do you have left on yours?
I'm in the same boat.
2 fighters, heavyweight, last fight of the contract. I'm getting a boner right now. Is this uncomfortable?
You have a
say some of the wildest shit, bro.
Okay, I guess. Does anyone in the chat have a boner? Drop an eggplant right now. Devin, what do you think about? What do you think about this, Devin? I'm going to show this. I'm not sure. It might be a little small on your screen, but I'm going to show this over here. Now, I've seen the acrobatics of Will in person. The whole fucking arena shook while this guy does splits and flips and the whole deal. Check this out over here, Mr. Devin Clark. This is a gentleman on his Instagram flying through the air, flipping around like crazy, and then drops into a split. Now, what do you think?
I used to be a stripper. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Quite the routine.
Devin, what would you do if he comes out of his corner doing that? Like a backflip, going crazy, and then splitting on you and punching you in the nuts or whatever. I don't know. What would you do if he attacked like that?
You just like move out of the way. He's only going in one direction.
Exactly.
Throw the side real quick and get on him.
There you go. Now, Mr. William Knight, what do you think about Devin Clark, knowing that this man has trained with the greatest of all time, John Bones Jones, for many years now? This man has been friends with him and has trained with the man. And you've actually brought up John Jones. I remember way back when I used to speak to you back in the day on the regional scene. What do you think about this?
So the aspect of training is training. I use a perspective that I learned. I watch a guy that's in my gym. He's disgusting on the pads and on the bags, and he's 0 and 8. Wow. It's all a mentality. It's all a grind. Camera trains with Shapey, and they expected him to beat me. I went out there. He poked me in my fucking eye. Fought with, my eye was done for. And I wanted the fight to keep going. It was my debut fight in Abu Dhabi, and I got him out. I beat him up and kept on him. The same with what's his name, Dang Wu. I fought this man with COVID, and he knocked everybody out. And I went the distance with him. He broke my nose in the first minute. Y'all seen the amount of blood that was in that fight. And it's just a grind, man. And then Devin, I seen how you handled Menetfield, like dogged him, yo. That shit was like, yo, that's what I like, yo. I don't know. I come from a world of pain. I was abused as a child for years, so it's like I need that. I need that to hype me up. I need that shit. I need to be in a dog fight. That last fight I had wasn't a dog fight. He just kept his distance and range, and I just didn't let off. But I won't make that mistake anymore. If I let off on him like I was supposed to, it'd been a different fight.
And Devin, knowing that William has been in rough spots in his life and rough spots in the cage, there has been plenty of times where he started out a little sluggish and then boom, comes back with ground and pound in the third round over here. I've seen him bench press guys off of him, the whole deal. What goes through your mind knowing about his actual brute strength?
I train with a lot of strong guys. I mean, I expect him to be strong. A lot of guys are strong at this point. I'm fucking strong. But it's definitely something that I'm gonna, I've taken notes for sure. And I think with my wrestling, we'll be able to counteract that. Then also with my strength, and also that I do train with very strong men all the time.
Mm-hmm. And now in the chat, we are live with Devin Clark, William Knight. They're fighting April 16th. It's going down. Drop in the comments over here your questions if you'd like us to ask these gentlemen over here while we have them both in the same room at the same time. I'm going to ask Devin Clark while we get those questions in. Mr. Clark, if you had to say a yo mama joke to this man over here, what would it be?
What's wrong with you?
I ain't thought of no yo mama jokes in a minute. I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to throw it over to Mr. Nightmare over here. Give Devin Clark your best yo mama joke.
Oh. Fuck. Yo, I'm like in the Chappelle timeline, bro. Those jokes are like kids' jokes. I'm in the world of Chappelle and fucking Bernie Mac, where their jokes they settle in and then burn your brain like, oh shit.
Okay. Well, all right. So let's go this way. If there were a movie that was a documentary about Devin Clark, Mr. William Knight, who would play Devin Clark in that movie?
Which movie?
It's a documentary about his life. He needs an actor to play him. Who would it be?
That hidden talent. So it'd be like, fuck. I don't know, yo. It's like you put some weird questions I can't.
Drake? What about Drake? Would you say Drake would be a good Devin Clark?
Drake.
No?
Drake's a clown. Fuck
okay.
Drake.
All right. Who would? What about Pee Wee Herman? No.
No, Pee Wee. No, not Pee Wee.
I don't know. I'm throwing Will Smith. What about Will Smith?
Will Smith's a clown. He violated when he embarrassed his own people in front of the world. That's a fucking clown. Okay. Fuck that dude.
Wow. So you're saying with Will Smith going out there, I kind of agree with you.
Yo, as a grown fucking man, your little mental problem you don't take out in front of me at the Grammys in front of all those people because you were walking up there with your tail between your fucking legs. Nah, I don't got no respect for that dude.
Would you slap a bitch if they made you do that? Like,
nah, you're a bitch. There's no point. They could have handled that Offset. He's a fucking comedian. Bernie Mac and these dudes say worse. He didn't slap nobody. Will Smith's a fucking joke, bro.
I concur on that. I can't disagree with that one. Devin Clark, over here, we're going to throw your way. Who would play William Knight in the movie? What would you say?
I don't know. One of the dudes from Cool Runnings. Sanka, big ass Sanka.
William, what do you think about that?
That's funny. I give him that one. I feel it. That's not the first I heard it.
Yeah, I bet.
That's not a first. Every time I'm doing something, it's Jamaica. We have a bobsled team.
There we go. Let's pull some stuff from the chat over here. Any questions for the gentlemen that are in the boxes over here? Devin Clark, William Knight. They're fighting April 16th. It's going down at heavyweight. And would you see the Nightmares movie with Cool Runnings Man playing him? I have a Yo Mama joke. Devin, I'm going to give this joke to you, okay? It's from a man named Brewster. It says, your mama is so fat, when she fell, I didn't laugh, but the sidewalk cracked up. Can you say that
to Stupid, yo.
That's stupid.
All right. You don't have to say that. Okay, let's see what we have. So Dylan Williams says, Moss, tell Devin I said what's up from Sioux Falls, please. So Dylan says, what's up? There you go, Sioux Falls over
South
there.
Dakota people.
Okay. All right. We're gonna do a poll when we wrap this thing up, because I want to see who you guys are rooting for after this debate over here. So now that you guys have got to know each other a little bit better, have you ever spoken to each other before? I'm gonna ask William.
Nah, never spoken to him.
First time. Okay, and Devin?
But
No.
the transfer to the elevation, I'm trying to think. I think I fought somebody out of that place. No, I think I did it. Cody Brundage, maybe? Cody Brundage or someone out of that. I think it was Cody Brundage.
Okay. Third 3716 is taking something I'm going to ask at the end of this thing, but here we go. I'll just dive into it right now. I'm going to ask Devin, how do you vision this fight? This is the last fight in your contract. You're going to go in there. You're coming off of a tough loss over here. You're fighting a man on short notice, and this is at heavyweight. How are you envisioning this fight going down?
I'm going to try to grind him out, do what I do. I'm really good at it. I've done it to a lot of guys in the past. You know, I'm at a new gym, and we've focused on that. You know, however that ends, grind him out with it, you know, put a knockout to finish it, or just grind him out, win by whatever. I've been training at altitude, best shape I've been in, you know, so that's my deal. That's how I see it going.
And if I'm not mistaken, you have been hunting this knockout for a while, right? This has been something.
0 knockouts in the UFC so far.
You've come close a couple of times where you've rocked some guys.
Yeah.
This fight over here, last fight on the contract, I'm sure you're going to be salivating for a knockout here. Are you going to do something here to put on a show, or are you going to look to just collect that win?
It's all together on this one. It's all together. I mean, you can't have one without the other on this one.
And looking at him right now, look at that Cool Runnings face right over there right now. Can you see a clear path as a finish or a decision?
Like I said, I can't tell that yet. But I'm gonna do my best to get the finish.
Okay, and now I'm going to throw it over to the Nightmare, William Knight over here. As Devin Clark has said, you look like this guy from that movie. I mean, I can't even believe he said that. I'm embarrassed to even say. We know this guy. I mean, this is unbelievable. But anyway, what do you envision in this fight? I mean, you've been in a bunch of fights where we've seen some vicious ground and pound. We've seen you on the bottom of an opponent, flipping people over, doing the whole thing at the, just been grinding down in some fights here. But this one here at the end of your contract, how do you see this one going down?
I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I'm gonna keep it standing, because I truly believe if we're here and we put in the work, that it won't be the end of nobody's contract. To be honest,
absolutely.
They like exciting fights. Give them an exciting fight. Let's give them a reason. Like, yo, we need these dudes back. Simple. Because you've seen this man. This dude won 2 fights on his contract, and they fucking cut him. We don't control what happens at the end of our contract. He won 2 in a row and they still cut him. Same with that chick. She won 2 in a row and they still cut him. It don't matter. They want exciting fights, and that's what we're gonna give them. A fucking exciting fight. And I sit here, and you know me. I go for the kill. That's it. That's all. That's all I know is to go for the kill. Because at the end of the day, he's going for the fucking kill. So is kill or be killed? And at any aspect, smart, wild, brolic. Don't matter. The grind. I love the fucking grind, and at the end of the day, shake hands, get a steak, and fucking laugh it off.
Will you guys be at the strip club together at the after party?
I ain't going to a strip club.
I ain't trying to get us killed, bro. I'm telling you.
I'm sure he's
Asking
afraid too.
about the fucking strip club. Jesus.
What if
Hit the dispensary, get some steak. That's it.
But what if hold on, but what if this stripper is stripping though? Hold on, let me just show you something right here. If this stripper
Yo, he's about to show some weird. See, look at you. You fucking wrong. I knew it. I fucking knew it, yo. You ain't shit, yo.
It was too easy. I'm sorry. Viagra dealer in the chat says, and this is a great one over here. What do you? I'm going to start with William on this one. What do you think Devin Clark's weakness is?
Devin Clark, he doesn't really have a weakness. The man fucking, two things that are needed in a UFC: wrestling and durability. You control the fight, put the fight where you want to be. So at the end of the day, I didn't see him get tired or nothing. So it's just like, I don't think we have weaknesses if we're in this high level. Like, I can't speak on what I don't know. I haven't watched all his fights or anything. I seen one fight and he grinded the shit out of Menenfield, like turned that man into minced beef and then fed him on a platter. So it's like, okay, I see what this kind of grind is gonna be like. I don't think I've encountered anyone other than Terrence that grinds like this, man.
There you go.
So that's kind of the fight I'm looking for, because Terrence was trying to kill me.
Okay, kind of dodged it over there. Devin, what do you see in William that you would say is his weakness?
Well, in a perfect world, his weakness is stamina in the wrestling. But it's a fight though. I ain't banking on that shit. We're coming to fight, so it's you can't bank on anything for them to have a weakness here, weakness there. Like the dude, like he said, he might come with different tools every fight. He might be working on his cardio the whole time, or whatever, or efficiently using his cardio. So it is what it is.
There you go. I dropped in the chat right now who's going to win this fight. We're going to find out from the MMA-Holes. Are you guys worried about this? I mean, this could be your fate right here. The MMA-Holes might predict your future.
Nah, fuck them.
You're going to predict the future? Fuck that. Predict the lottery numbers, bro.
Okay, fair enough. So now that this is going down, here is a burning question that I want to ask all of you. Did you see Morbius? We're going to start with Devin Clark. Did you see the movie Morbius?
No, don't fuck it up, yo.
Not yet. I haven't seen it yet.
No?
Don't fuck it up. I'll hang up, bro. I'm a Marvel fan. I'm a Marvel fan, bro.
Oh shit.
I will hang up. I swear to God.
We're not gonna do it.
I haven't seen Moon Knight or Morbius yet. Don't fuck that up for me.
Okay. By the way, I have Venom tattooed on me. Oh, over here.
That's
you probably
dope.
Can't see it. Yeah, I got it. I'm a fucking super Spider-Man fan and Venom fan.
So I'll ask this question though, because it won't ruin the movie. Is Null in the movie?
Is who?
Null, the original symbiote who created Venom.
Oh, in the Venom movie you're talking? Oh, you're talking about post-credit stuff?
In Morbius, yes.
I didn't see it. All
right, don't say nothing. All right,
I heard things. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard shit too. I want to find out.
Who would be your favorite superhero, William Knight?
A superhero?
Yes. Besides yourself.
I don't have a superhero, but you see that guy in the back? See that guy, Vegeta, Dragon Ball Z? That's life, bro.
Okay. Now, Devin, do you think he's a super nerd for liking Dragon Ball Z?
Well, yeah, but a lot of people are.
What would be a superhero?
Like, I ain't judging nobody on no fucking Dragon Ball Z. It's a big thing.
What about?
I just never got into it.
What about you? Are you a fan of a superhero from a childhood, comic books, the whole deal?
I like all the Marvel stuff. I recently got into it. Me and my daughter. One of my favorite ones is Deadshot, actually, from Suicide Squad.
You just named a DC character?
Yeah.
It's over. It's over.
You don't like DC?
Fuck that. Nope.
Nope. See, now we don't get along. Now we don't get along.
Because they say Superman can beat Hulk. You serious?
No. I just like one fucking movie.
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Suicide Squad's a good movie.
All right, so
it was.
And Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes, they're good movies. All right, they're good movies. But damn,
I ain't picking sides.
you said Marvel had me all like, guys, this guy's doing the right thing, showing his daughter Marvel, and then he said DC. I'm like, no, don't do this. Don't do this.
We like them all. We like them all.
So, Devin, I'm going to ask you a burning question then. Who
Look at
wins?
this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that shit. I play games, bro.
What are those?
Those are pops, bro. All Marvel and Dragon Ball Z.
No, okay. Yeah.
Damn.
I don't play games, man. I'm a fucking collector.
Devin,
About that life.
Devin, now that you know that William's the 40-year-old virgin, does this make you more nervous in this fight?
Yeah, a lot nervous. Yeah.
That's on. How many pop figures do you have, William?
I have over 1,000, but you gotta think about it. Dragon Ball Z is the reason why I train the way I train, and reason I got into fighting. Imagine being in the Dragon Ball Z universe. That should be crazy.
Now, that is kind of crazy. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I mean, if you think that you're a superhero or a comic, and then it comes to life, you become a UFC fighter from that, that's pretty wild. Devin...
Bro, all Vegeta does is train. Listen to the little skits I post. Yo, he speaks some real life shit. The Japan animators base things off of the human mind that they can't do in real life. They put it into an anime series. Anime is completely different from cartoons. So when you sit here and really think about the shit, it correlates with your life. It's like, oh shit, this motherfucker's going through what I'm going through. And he takes that pain, that pride and shit, and he trains, yo. And that's why he has this thing called ultra ego. And he finally suppressed somebody that was stronger than him for years.
You know, it's funny you say
Shit's
that.
crazy.
It's funny you say it because when I was a kid, I obsessed over Spider-Man, where I would daydream and I would think that I was in the Spider-Man world. Like, I would legit, like, forget about my friends and family and go off into this little world to forget all real life. That's what I used to do. Devin, I'm going to ask you, was there anything that, like, you tried to escape from when you were younger? Was there something that you gravitated towards?
Sports.
Sports. Okay.
Yeah, it was wrestling, football, baseball. You know, that's what kept my mind busy. When, you know, I didn't grow up, you know, I didn't always have the best childhood, but my parents tried. But when shit did get tough for me, I put it all into sports and girls.
There you go. So now, so yeah, and if you're running around with superheroes and comics and stuff like that, like myself, the girls come second. But Devin, when did you lose your virginity?
Oh my God.
Really? In high school.
Okay, give me an approximate age here.
Probably 15.
15. William Knight, I'm going to bring that question to you because I know you like the women. I know you like the ladies. When did you lose your virginity?
22, bro.
Wow, because you're playing with Funko Pop figures, William. What's going on here?
Nah, man, it's just I come up from a crazy childhood, man. It's like I could get personal with it, but I was molested as a kid by a woman, and to be honest, that shit ran deep in my mind, bro. And then to be molested by a man is like these things are introduced to me early, and it's like, what the fuck? And then it's like your mind shuts down when now the opportunity presents itself. It shuts down. I still have even problems dealing with my female. Like, that shit's traumatizing, bro. It's not even a joke to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that shit's traumatizing. So even though I'm 33 years old, I can count on one hand my sexual partners because I really shield myself away from the world because that shit's fucked up. And when I brought it to an adult's attention, they didn't believe me. But then my aunt believed me because she's like, how are you a child and you're so detailed in things that go behind closed doors that you're never exposed to? She was the one that helped me and my grandmother. That's why I love my grandmother so much. So to speak on that is like crazy. So yeah, 22, regardless. That's it. It is what it is.
That is wild. You've brought it up before. You're very open with this. And have you ever thought about speaking to people that have been in similar situations to try to help them out?
Yeah, people inbox me all the time trying to figure out what they want to do. It's like more men. Not really women, but men. And I'm like, Jesus, this shit's going on with men, and they sitting here thinking we're gods and we're the ones that are dealing with it. Like, shit's crazy.
It is wild. It's scary. You know, now having a kid myself, it freaks me out. Like, this whole thing freaks me out. And William, how many kids do you have again? Was it 4 or?
I have 4 daughters and 1 son, and at the end of the day, in the world we live in, it won't be fighting, yo. I will gouge a man's eyes out and make sure he dies before anything happens to mine.
4 daughters. So all right. So
Yep.
now, here, wow. God bless. So I'm gonna throw this over to Devin now. Devin, when your daughter starts dating, okay, and Devin Clark answers the door to the boyfriend coming to the door, are we gonna have a shotgun over the shoulder? What's gonna happen here?
Nah, I'm gonna try to be nice as possible and still make sure they respect me. Because you don't want to go the opposite way, where you run all your daughter's boyfriends away, and then she resents it, and then she's gonna go do some shit behind your back. I'd rather have an open relationship with my daughter, and we can talk about stuff, and she can have boyfriends and stuff, and as long as there's mutual respect.
That's actually a smart way. Very smart.
That's real shit, man. That's real shit. Like, I watched a relative of mine deal like that. Like, yo, that shit got ugly fast, bro. Like, ugly. And I was like, damn, if her dad was never like that, then she wouldn't have been the way she was, yo. And it was ugly ending, ugly.
Wow, that's crazy over here. Well, I got some great news. I got this poll up over here. I'm going to tell you guys the results. Raise your hand if you think they picked you in the MMA-Holes poll. Raise your hand if you think you're the winner of this extravaganza. Who's going to win this fight?
Yeah, they probably picked him because they scream how I don't have endurance. They can go fuck themselves.
Well, the polls are in. All right, here we go. I don't have a drum roll, but I'm just going to go blah, 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 like this. William Knight is at 60%. And now 62. Devin Clark is at 38% on who wins in April on the 16th. I'm going to ask Devin, since you are on the lower end of that poll, you have more UFC experience. What do you say about this?
Nothing new. I'm always the underdog, no matter what.
And is this going to add some more fuel to the fire?
No, that fuel's already there. Whatever people say, it is what it is. I know what I got to do. He knows what he has to do. It's going to be a banger. It's going to be a good fight, regardless of what anybody has to say. You got 2 very athletic dudes in there that have power, have speed. It's going to be a good fight.
Okay, and William, now that you're 63% right now, what do you say about this? The MMA-Holes are rallying behind you over Devin.
I don't know why. They always talking shit. They said I don't have wrestling. They said I don't have striking. They said I have endurance. What the fuck? Pick and choose. Are they basing this off of physique again?
Well,
they are.
Oh, Jesus, fucking idiots. If they're basing this off of physique, they said Mendenfield was going to kill me. And what happened? I dropped them with baby left hands.
Yeah, that's great. Well, you don't have to get mad at our audience. They like you guys. They like both of you.
No,
guys.
your audience is cool, but I'm just saying, like, the last time I was on your show was, oh, you're juicing. You don't have endurance. I bet your dick is small. Like, what the fuck?
William, who would you have the bigger dick or Devin? What would you say? Who do you think has the bigger dick?
We both have kids, so that's all that matters.
Good answer. Yeah.
All right, one day we're gonna.
So, I'm light skinned. I can't answer that fucking question.
He's killing my coach because he's light skinned, yo.
Oh man, this has been a lot of fun. All right, so listen, I know I don't want to keep you guys here all night, so this is how I'm going to end this up. Since Devin has a little bit more of that UFC experience right now, I'm going to give him the first shot over here. I want you to look at William Knight and give him your last and final words, because I don't know when's the next time you guys are going to see each other.
Next week.
Yeah, next week.
Okay.
Thank you for taking the fight. I know you had some issues with the last one, short notice fight. And good job at having that heavyweight. Telling the OC you needed a heavyweight. That's good shit. I'm happy with not cutting weight. So it's a good fight, and we'll see you there.
Definitely.
We're gonna bring it. It'll be a good fight. It'll be a great fight.
Oh, fight in the night. Let's go.
Ooh, a little bonus. William, wow, you sound pretty excited. This is awesome. Now, what do you think about Devin? What would you have to say? Final words to him.
He's game, bro. He didn't have to take the fight when they offered it. He didn't have to respond with nothing. He's a game opponent. I won't speak, but you've seen on the local scene what happened to me when I was coming up. 38 people rejected fighting me. It was to the point I was pushed to become pro early. That's why I'm still a little green. And I'm still working on shit. But I know what I need to do, and I be grinding it. So it's like a man who accepts fights. Yo, we fight and we fucking fight. That's what we're here for. But when you're picking and choosing, the cherry picking, I can't fuck with that. So I have an abundance of respect for this man. Like, I'm happy he even accepted me to fight him at heavyweight. He didn't have to say yeah. He could have. There's a whole roster of 205ers.
There you go. Hey,
fighters
man.
fight. Fighters fight.
And you guys definitely are fighters. There's no doubt about it. And I've never been bored watching any of your fights. I have a donation that slipped in here. Devin, you might. Oh shit. This donation is. That's Devin Clark and John Jones. Oh my God!
John Jones, crash the show. John Jones, crash the show. John Jones, crash the show. John Jones,
Oh my God!
crash the show. John Jones, crash the
Oh
show.
my God!
John Jones, crash the show. John Jones, crash the show. John Jones, crash the show.
I can't. This is coming in. Wow, I can't believe they just did this. This is from B-Man.
Yo, big thanks to these two badasses. Both are MMA Hole approved.
There you go. Approved by the MMA-Holes. What do you say about that? Look at that.
Appreciate it.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Devin, before I let you go, what's up with John Jones, man? What is going on here? Is he coming back soon, heavyweight?
He's training, man. He's training. Yeah, it looks like he's got his eye on heavyweight. So I don't speak for the man. So, but it looks like he's getting ready to go.
Not with those legs.
Oh!
He's been working, man. He's been working. He ain't little like you think.
I believe you, but then a couple calf kicks and it's game over.
That's what you would think. I will never doubt that man.
I hear you. Trust me.
You know,
Man.
he's the GOAT.
Between him and Kevin Randleman, man, that's a lot of reason why I got into fighting.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Yeah, listen, John Jones to me is still the GOAT, no matter what happened with him. Are you guys still in contact, or is it a little bit of a break?
Yeah, we talk a little bit.
There you go. Okay. And is he training with Henry Cejudo still?
I think he still goes out there a little bit.
There we go.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, listen, guys, I really appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedule coming on the show. You guys are beautiful human beings. I'm going to cry my eyes out when you guys fight because I don't know who to root for. I love you both. But thank you again for coming on. Man. A fight's a fight, and I can't wait to see this thing. April 16th is going down. Devin Clark, William Knight, thank you for coming on the MMA-Holes Live. Oh, my God, what happened there? Devin Clark, William Knight, live on the MMA-Holes, the best of the best. Look at that. Oh, my God. Could you believe it happened again? I mean, I can't even believe. Sean Hart, what are you doing? Why did that happen over there?
Wonderful, wonderful.
The best. The two best. Seriously, those guys, it's going to be so tough to root for that fight. Hey, I got a baby coming in here. Look at this. Hey, Ellie. Hold on. We got a baby coming in over here. Mwah. There we go. The baby's here. All right. I gotta move that soundboard. I don't know what the hell's going on. Let me know what one's in the chat if you want to see more stuff like that. I think those guys are great. I really do. Devin and William Knight are two class acts. I tried to rile them up a little bit, but they didn't quite bite on it. But it was a great conversation, a great back and forth. Let me hear what you think in the chat. Should we do it again? Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful. B-Man's down with it, man. Brewster's down. Making Magic's down. Uncle Mike says, yeah, baby. Respect Dog says Demula. Fucking awesome. Very fun says that one girl. The first time we've done it. Over here. You know, I was going to go in and jot down a bunch of questions and I don't know. I was going to do all that. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I kind of know these guys somewhat, you know, through this show at least. Let's go for it. Let's just have a conversation. Let's try to go back and forth. And I think it flowed nicely. I do. I want to do it again, man. So who knows? Maybe we'll line some more of those up in the near future. I mean, it took me a whole 5 minutes to put that scene together, but it was really cool of them to come out here and B-Man with the John Jones donation. What do you think? Who's going to win this fight? I noticed that most of you, well, 60% are going to Knight. Knight hates us. No, if you look at Williams' social media, listen, you hear the guy's got a backstory, right? You do hear that William, he's been through some shit, you know? So if you look on his social media, if he gets anything coming his way, you know, he doesn't have time for that shit. So he kind of goes hard in the paint on that. He thinks he goes at it like everyone hates him. But that's not the case. I don't think, at least. I think he's got a big support system. And he is coming off a loss here, but people are still on his side. And clearly tonight, people are still on his side as well. So, but how do you not like Devin too, man? Just a class act. I think you have a few great quotes. His take on Will Smith was good. Yeah, I got to figure out what the hell do I clip. Hey guys, if there's a scissors underneath this thing, underneath this stream, there's scissors. Clip away the parts that you like, and we'll pick the best stuff and throw it on Instagram, on our highlights, and yeah. But no show. Listen, let me just say something here. There's no show on earth like the MMA Holes.